In other big news, two groups taking to downtown Rapid City this afternoon, one hoping that a march for their lives will convince Congress to pursue gun reform. A busy summer night for the Rapid City Police Department as they respond to two gunshots here in the middle of Countryside Mobile Estates. Now I'm going to move to the side just so you can see that they are still interviewing witnesses. Things are just about getting started here at the Hilton Garden Inn. This is where Congresswoman Kristi Noem will have her election watch party. You probably already know that a bottle of this can save your life, but did you know that it's even helpful for cloudy days like today? The real question is, why is it important to use a crosswalk when trying to get from here to here? Then we said yesterday that you could see that haze in the air.
Yeah, you can.
In this heat, it is really hot, man. I'm saying hot.
Yes, it is.
That snow came through and it did exactly what it intended to do. The good part, however, is that it's not sticking so much. Yeah, Jack, anytime you have construction projects, kind of like the one here behind me, there's always quite a bit of maneuvering. For the case behind Rapid City's Edward Lowry, who was discovered beaten and stabbed to death in 2015, has made its way back to the national television. A new physical therapy clinic in Rapid City is maximizing its services and its space to provide the best experience possible. You can indeed tell that it is the first day of business here at Armadillo's. People have been in and out of that door since they opened at 11. And right now, the hit TV competition show is right here in Rapid City. Summer's ending and the pools are closing, but that doesn't mean owners and their dogs can't get one more swim. But it's not all about the pedestrians. It's up to drivers to be cautious as well. So Dr. Holty and Justin are going to actually take us through the lower part of the sinkhole so that we can take a look at this exhibit. And the real interesting part about this site is that it hosts the real remains of mammoths that existed over 140,000 years ago. And I'm Travis Cummings. We spoke to a couple of families picking up the pieces after a devastating 24 hours. A hailstorm producing baseball-sized hail hit within 25 miles of the Pine Ridge Reservation Friday night, leaving nearly 250 people and 500 of their homes in shambles.
I saw it coming. We were up the road. There was no...
I spoke with the Bates family who says they were on the road when the massive storm touched down.
I was doing about 65 and the clouds were flying past me. And then the wind hit the truck and we almost went off the road. We didn't even stop by the house. We drove right by it. We got to the junction and I know I saw a final drop behind our house.
That's when the sirens went off in Oglala.
A long night of cleanup with assistance from local agencies, emergency management, and volunteers. The Bates say things are looking up.
It was quite the experience. And today we're still cleaning up, but we're still here. We're happy. We're doing good.
Yeah.
Is any of your furniture?
My furniture got damaged.
Irene Mabin is still picking up the pieces on her property as well.
All my siding went down with holes in it. My back of my trailer is demolished. My windows are gone. My vehicle is damaged. My son's vehicle is damaged. Everybody's trailer houses here, all on the front sides of it, are all damaged.
She tells me it's been an emotional run.
I cried all last night, all morning, but we can't predict the weather. So, you know, my husband said we'll put it in storage and he'll rebuild it from there. That's all we can do.
And although she and neighbors are experiencing a hard time, they still have hope. With help from volunteers and neighbors, boarding up for what could be another unexpected tragedy.
A lot of us on the reservation don't have insurance, so we can't afford it. But our homes are all we have.
We show you how the Lakota community came together today to lift their young people even higher. Honoring their youth. The Ateyapi program of 23 years celebrates today with a powwow for the community and parents to stand behind their young people.
And we uplift and really help encourage the students to finish school, also for their identity. I know with some of the recent struggles we've been seeing with some of our youth locally, this is a good way to get them out and help them to recognize their songs, the dances, part of their culture so that they can be celebrated.
Using song and dance to rise above the negativity their youth can be faced with day to day.
So nowadays, living in the area that we live in and the kind of world that we live in today, dancing for me is like a type of healing for myself.
16-year-old Hannah Redis says she dances Jingle Dress, a dance with a spiritual meaning.
I'm praying for myself and for everybody who needs it.
A message to her peers, breathing life into the Lakota culture, she says, is a decision they themselves have to make.
You have to be the one to make a change and be a leader within your community. That can be your teenage community, your family, your school. It's all up to you to where you decide where you want to take this.
And as for the Lakota tradition, these meaningful practices are way more for the youth than a source of entertainment.
These songs, these dances, they're centuries old, and that we're still carrying them on, and we still recognize that without your identity, you might have challenge to find your place in society today.
The Ate Yape program touches the lives of more than 1,000 students per year and say they are blessed to have a significant partnership with Rapid City area schools.